Really? I did not hear you coming.
So it seems.
Yeah, so let me explain that. I am practicing because I have an audition to sing backup for this band in the city, but it totally won't interfere with, my obligations with you.
Oh,
so.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, I mean, if those are your moves, you're luck. Trust me. But I am glad that you're not going anywhere because I already RSVP'd to a bunch of parties and I don't want to go alone.
Well, I'm just going to tell you right now that this is such a hard job. I mean, you buy my clothes, you drag me to extravagant parties, you make me eat finger food, expensive wine.
Well, tonight is cocktails and dinner.
Okay.
Okay. It's at San Remo on Central Park West. Have you been there?
Of course. My dad took me there when I was 12, but I had some of his martini and I got sick. So it did ruin the night.
All right, well, we'll try and make up for it tonight. Listen, I'm going to go for a quick ride. Can you be ready a little early?
Can I be ready a little early? Well, of course, Your Highness.
Yeah, just go back to your rehearsing.
Oh, yeah, go ride your horse.
Am I fired?
Hey, why would you think that?
Well, you asked me to come here and see you when we're having dinner tonight.
Yeah, well, dinner means the kids will be there, and I wanted to talk with you privately.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. What's going on?
My friend's biotech firm, the one we invested in.
How bad is it?
Well, the drug didn't get FDA approval the way we expected. So it's back to the drawing board. And if it hits the market at all, it won't be for years.
What's gone? All the money I invested?
I'm sorry, Elizabeth. Hey, Tiffany's right.
You were listening?
Robin, you have to be more professional. And I know you can do it. You did it with me when I was first trying to get you to notice me. You gotta be cool. You just gotta back off a little bit.
Back off?
Listen, I'm doing this for your good, not Lisa's.
Well, it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like you're sticking up for your ex-girlfriend.
So you lost the entire 10 million? That's impressive.
Well, I would have come back with 20, except I got distracted by Lucky's situation, and by the time I got back to business, my so-called associates, the bastards, had absconded with the goods and the cash.
Well, it's good to know you'll give up a sure thing for one of your kids. Maybe you could appeal to Tracy on that level.
That doesn't explain why I borrowed the money in the first place. See, the thing is, and I'm not proud of this, if Tracy was dead broke, I'd still love that woman.
Would you?
Yeah, I just need a chance to prove it. I need back in her house, back in her bed, back in her good graces. And that's where you come in.
Me? I've got problems of my own, mate. I've had my eye on a certain lady, and she won't give me the time of day.
The lovely Maya.
If she could just stand still long enough, I'm sure she would appreciate my finer points. And that is where you come in.
You both should know how important it is to get Brenda Barrett for the Crimson cover.
That was my original plan.
Yes, but somehow, Maxie, you failed to deliver. You did not approach Brenda yourself, nor did you tell me she was in Port Charles so that I could approach her. What's your excuse?
Don't blame Lulu. She was out of town.
Right. So someone please explain how Spinelli has such intimate knowledge of Brenda's comings and goings.
The Divine One is in Stone Cold's care. He keeps her safe, and I tend to her other needs.
What needs?
It's not what you think.
You don't know what I think, because if you did, you would know that someone interested in a career in fashion would not let Brenda Barrett slip through her fingers.
Excuse me. Maximista is thoroughly devoted to you and your magazine. If she failed to deliver the Divine Brenda, it's because the Divine Brenda did not wish to be delivered.
Detective Falconeri.
Look, Claire, I'm doing this John Zakar car bomb thing, and every time you ask me how it's going, you're just wasting my time.
The bomb can wait. Can we speak privately?
This ought to be good.
Not for me, anyway, but, thoroughly humiliated, but I need to ask you a favor. A discreet favor. Because you owe me.
Go on.
I want a full background check on Brenda Barrett.
Why? Why do you want that?
Why isn't important. I just want whatever you can find on her. Where she's lived, who she's lived with, any suspicious associations, tangles with the law. Leave nothing out.
Can I ask what you want to do with that information?
I'd rather you didn't. Look, I can ask anyone else, but I have stuck my neck out plenty for you, so now it's your turn. Okay, so be thorough and make it fast. Any questions?
Yeah, a ton, but you already told me you weren't going to answer any of them, so...
I'll wait to hear from you.
Claire, wait. You should probably know something about me and Brenda Barrett.
You have my full attention.
All right. Miss Barrett was in New York for a few days. In 2007, I was one of 4 officers assigned to guard her.
So you got to know Brenda?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I did mostly, I stood around in a hallway, opened the occasional door, and ran interference with the paparazzi. I'm sure my memories of that week are far more vivid than hers.
Did you ask Brenda if she remembers you?
No, I mean, I wouldn't want to embarrass her or me, for that matter. I mean, I think how many officers and security people she had guarding her over the years. I mean, our job, if we're doing it right, is we're supposed to become part of the furniture. I'm telling you because it's a matter of record and it will show up in an official background check.
Well, if you won't tell, I won't either.
And you still don't want to tell me why you want to investigate Brenda?
Focus on the last 7 years.
I just, it would help if I knew what you were looking for.
I'll know it when I see it.
Look, if you can't produce Brenda Barrett for the cover, then we're just gonna have to go with Heidi. Now the agency's claiming they don't even know where she is.
It's because they don't.
But you do?
It's a lot harder to find Brenda than you think.
Suffice it to say, the Divine One situation is most dire.
People! She is a fashion model. Why is everyone acting like she's carrying state secrets?
Jekyll's not at liberty to discuss such matters. Stone Cold's specific instructions were to guard the Divine One's privacy. But Maximista has always done her very best to satisfy the Glacial One. But in this instance, your wish must remain unfulfilled.
Kate, maybe if you spoke directly with Jason?
Yes, after which I will go ask a brick wall. The result will be the same.
Point taken.
Enough excuses, you two. You should know my priorities by now. So, is it too much to hope that you can produce my Toronto itinerary, the submissions for the models for the New Year's issue, the proofs from Federico's last shoot, and the dream list of advertisers before lunch?
Itinerary, New Year's, Federico, and wish list.
And lunch has been ordered. On my desk.
Thank you for sticking up for me.
Jackal is in tune with the way your mind works. It's a wondrous thing, Maximista. Fully operational.
Oh, thank you, Spinelli. You're the best.
No matter what divinity crosses my path, you're in a class all your own. And I remain your most loyal fan.